So HPV, they say, is an infection, depending on the strain that can leave warts, right? But where does this infection come from? They throw things in the air at y'all and y'all just take it in without asking the questions of where does these infections come from. Everything that you eat has a lot to do with what is going on in your body. Ladies, when you're taking in genetically modified organisms, right? And when you're taking in dead flesh, you have to understand that you are taking in bacteria from this dead flesh, which is viral, which has intracellular parasites in it, that is going down into your uterine wall, leaving infections, which is lowering your pH balance, causing you to have what you call viral infections. They say it is sexually transmitted, but not only is it sexually transmitted, you can ingest these diseases and pass it on to your partner. So if you and your significant other is having sex every day, and both of you are meat eaters, right? Inside of meat, you have something called toxoplasma parasites, and they leave toxoplasmosis, which is an infection that can pass on from the man to the female, because toxoplasma parasites is addicted to testosterone, and there's a high level inside of the testicles. So when your man is eating large amounts of meat day after day, these parasites is going down into the testicles, laying eggs, leaving infections. And now his sperm is infected, and you are having sexual communications with him, and he passed this toxoplasmosis into your uterine wall, and now you're having sexually transmitted diseases such as HPV, HSV 1 and 2, gonorrhea. You may say, well, you always talking about parasites being the issue. Well, why is it that they are prescribing medications for parasitic infections to women who have BV? Why? You don't believe me? Take a look. Metronidazole is one, and it says metronidazole is used to treat parasitic infections, including Giardia infections of the small intestine, amoebic liver abscess, and amoebic dysentery, infection of the colon causing bloody diarrhea, bacterial vaginosis, right? And I'm not going to go any further. That's enough for you to see. Now on to HPV. It says, is HPV a parasitic infection? It says HPV is a virus, which is a microscopic parasite that needs a host cell to survive. In humans, these host cells are epithelial cells that line our tissues, separating our body from the outside. For an example, the lining of the throat and cervix is epithelial cells. August 23rd, 2017. And here's the solution. It's wormwood. The natural compound artemisinin, or sweet wormwood, and its derivatives seem to have great potential as a treatment for HPV. Several laboratory studies have shown efficacy, and in cases of compassionate usage, clinical studies have shown a solid performance against the virus. So what is the solution for BV? The same thing, wormwood. It says that wormwood leaf powder is an antiquated herb with a reputation for removing parasites and harmful bacteriums from the body. Wormwood is poisonous to parasites and the germs that cause bacterial vaginosis. Wormwood is part of a very aggressive approach to ridding the body of systemic yeast and bacterial vaginosis infections. It is said that wormwood can dislodge and kill BV or yeast even after it has taken root in the gut and in your vagina. So HPV, they say, is an infection